Hello, my name is Angela Neff, and my critical issue question is, should all early childhood centres be held to the same minimum standards for quality? Early childhood standards not as effective as you might think. My three questions I posed were, do standards improve quality? Do regulatory systems work? And is it realistic to hold all early childhood centres to the same minimum standards? So, implementing minimum standards for all early childhood centres is not feasible without adequate funding from the federal government. So Head Start and Title I do, throughout the United States, get funding from the government. So those programs do get help. However, in 2013, the government slashed $400 million from the Head Start program. So even though that program is all set up and in place to help families that need childcare, when money had to be cut, it was cut from there. So, you know, every state is different when it comes to licensing and regulation. States decide where their money goes. Some put the money into requiring that all teachers have bachelor's degrees, while other states are really lax in their how they feel about standards for early childhood centres. And you know, a lot of places just have the basic minimum standards: background checks, is it clean, is it healthy, good. Nothing is based on, you know, whether the teachers are really truly qualified for the job. However, many families who cannot get into the Head Start program because they're not rich, they're not wealthy, they don't make tons of money, but they don't make quite enough to pay for their children to go to childcare. So they are looking, of course they want a quality childcare, but it's based on their budget. And so they're looking for something that they can afford, that's affordable. Regulatory systems in many states receive inadequate support to fully protect children's health and development. So, you know, if we're going to think about implementing standards across the board the same for all early childhood centres, then I think it's going to be unrealistic and it's going to be a struggle, because I don't think that, you know, right now early childhood centres throughout the United States, they don't have teachers with bachelor's degree teaching children, even though we know that that's probably the best thing for a child. Head Start serves over 1 million families a year in urban and rural areas in all 50 states. And as I said, eligibility is based on income. Standards are an important part of the education of any kind. Standards set the tone for centre schools and school personnel, without a doubt. In an ideal world where funding was easily available, the answer would be yes. But sadly, there are still policymakers who do not want to spend government money on early childhood education. Research does indicate that quality care promotes better outcomes for children. Standards are not universal. Short of federal regulation, the best that one can hope for is basic standards that include background checks and site visits to make sure a facility is clean, healthy, and that there's enough space with adequate childcare teacher ratio. While it would be wonderful to have minimum quality standards for all early childhood centres in this economic climate of uncertainty, it is not realistic, nor does it assure quality. Thank you.